Mukha karoti vachalam
Pangum langayate girim
Yati Vatavan Vande
Sri Gurum Dinatarinam
Paramananda Madhavam
Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram.
Hari Om Tat Sat. My dear disciples, sheltered, initiated, sheltered,
My dear disciples, sheltered, initiated, aspiring,
Shiksha,
Siksha.
I'm this time, it's the second month of the, after Kesava, this is the Nārāyaṇa month.
After Keshava, this second month is the Nārayan month.
And so this month especially, in the beginning of the month, was the disappearance day of His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada.
So this is a very special month. In the beginning of the month, we had the disappearance of His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada.
I'm sorry that I'm a bit late in sending out this message.
I'm sorry that I'm a bit late in sending out this message.
I was on the end of this mail, I'll have posted my special bhajan for the disappearance day.
At the end of this mail, I'll post a special bhajan for the disappearance day.
So Prabhupada said that on the disappearance day of a spiritual master, we should remember the spiritual masters in the Guru Parampara.
Srila Prabhupada said that on the disappearance day of the Guru, we should remember the spiritual master and the Guru Parampara.
So I composed one song in Bengali.
So I composed one song in Bengali,
Which I tried to do that. We heard how Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he identified different Shiksha Gurus or different disciples.
We heard how Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur identified Siksha Gurus from different disciples.
That some disciple came up and said, oh, this disciple is such and such person.
So some Siksha Guru came up and some disciple came up and he said, oh, this disciple is such and such.
I saw in that way the devotee who made one, a devotee who was guiding one, he got recognized by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
In this way, one who was making devotee, one who was guiding a devotee, he was recognized by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
So, Prabhupada said he was the Diksha and Siksha Guru for his disciples.
Prabhupada said he was the Diksha and Siksha Guru for all his disciples.
I'm trying to also take that responsibility of Diksha and Siksha.
So I'm also trying to take that responsibility of Diksha and Siksha.
But one may have many Siksha Gurus.
But one may have many Siksha Gurus.
Many people that help one in their spiritual progress.
Many people that help one in their spiritual progress.
It's natural that we feel grateful to them.
So it's natural that we feel grateful to them.
We saw that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, he had a counselor system.
We saw that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he had a counselor system.
Upadeshak, Mahā-Upadeshak, and Mahā-Mahā-Upadeshak.
And Mahā-Mahā-Upadeshak.
So his qualification of being a Mahā-Mahā-Upadeshak.
So his qualification was being Mahā-Mahā-Upadeshak.
Was very great. I was amazed to hear his test.
I was amazed to hear his test.
Srila Prabhupada wanted us to read his books and go through some more basic tests.
Srila Prabhupada wanted us to read his books and go through some basic tests.
Bhagavad Gita, Nectar of Devotion,
Bhagavad Gita, Nectar of Devotion,
Ishopanishad,
and
Nectar of Instruction.
Nectar of Instructions.
These books are read to get the Bhakti Shastri.
These books are read to get the Bhakti Shastri.
First 6 cantos of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhakti Vaibhav.
First 6 cantos of the Srimad Bhagavatam is Bhakti Vaibhav.
Second 6 cantos of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhakti Vedanta degree.
Second 6 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam is Bhakti Vedanta degree.
And then reading the Bhakti, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, etc., is for Bhakti Sarvabhauma degree.
And then reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, etc., is for Bhakti Sarvabhauma degree.
So, I like all my disciples to read all the books.
I like all my disciples to read the books,
to obtain the tests, and excel in their knowledge of Krishna consciousness.
And excel in their knowledge of Krishna consciousness.
I know that most devotees are doing very well in their spiritual life.
I know that most of the devotees are doing well in their spiritual lives.
But some devotees are having difficulties.
But some devotees are having difficulties.
So, it hope that the devotees take up the chanting very seriously.
So we hope that the devotees take up the chanting very seriously.
Because the chanting is the special Yuga Dharma.
Because the chanting is the special Yuga Dharma.
And by chanting, it not only purifies our mind,
it not only purifies our mind,
but it helps us to obtain pure devotion and pure affection for Krishna.
But it helps us to obtain pure devotion, affection and attraction towards Krishna.
So, it helps that everyone chants regularly and this way advances in their Krishna consciousness.
So we hope that everyone chants regularly and then advance in their Krishna consciousness.
Some devotees told me how they're facing problems.
Some devotees told me how they're facing problems
with some of the regular principles.
With some of the regulative principles.
That's a very rare thing, but some people are struggling with that.
That's a very rare thing, but some people are struggling with that.
And so we would hope that they know anyone like that, trying to help them, and we're declaring war against Maya.
So we hope that if you know anyone like that, you help them, and that we are declaring a war against Maya.
That Maya wants us to break the regular principles, to forget Krishna.
Maya wants us to break the regulative principles, forget Krishna.
But we want to always remember Krishna and never forget Him.
But we want to always remember Krishna and never forget Him.
We want to follow all the regular principles.
We want to follow all the regulative principles.
And in the Bhagavatam 8th canto,
in the Bhagavatam 8th canto,
on the Gajendra Moksha,
in the Gajendra Moksha,
last time, that Gajendra and the crocodile were fighting in the water for a long time.
In the past time, Gajendra and the crocodile, they were fighting in the water for a long time.
So, agenda was very strong.
So Gajendra was very strong,
But he was a land animal.
but he was a land animal
And he was in the water.
and he was in the water.
The crocodile is a water animal.
And crocodile is a water
So he
animal.
was getting stronger.
So he was getting stronger.
And the agenda was getting weaker.
And Gajendra was getting weak.
So in the third part, Prabhupada said that we have to fight against Maya.
In the purport, Srila Prabhupada said that we have to fight against Maya,
But we need to be in a strong position.
but we need to be in a strong position.
So for that purpose, we should be in our natural position.
So for that purpose, we should be in our natural position.
It may be different for different people.
Maybe different for different people.
Crocodile's natural position was in the water.
Crocodile's natural position was in the water.
Elephant was on land.
Elephant was in the land.
Like that, some people would be stronger as a brahmachari, vanaprastha, sannyas.
Like that, some people may be stronger in brahmachari, vanprastha, sannyas.
And someone may be stronger as a grihastha.
Someone may be stronger as a grihastha.
In the Kali Yuga, basically, grihastha ashram is recommended for most people.
But in Kali Yuga, basically grihastha ashram is recommended for most of the
So
people.
Prabhupada said in the purport that if one fails to follow, there's no big credit to be a so-called renounced order.
So Srila Prabhupada in the purport said, if someone fails to follow, there's no big credit
No big credit if they fail to follow.
if they fail to follow.
Whether they be a grihastha.
Better they be a grihastha.
Anyway, that will depend on each person.
Anyway, that will depend on each person.
But we should always be determined to fight against evil.
We should be always determined to fight against Maya.
And that we should be mentally, sensually strong.
For that, we should be mentally, sensually strong.
So, anyway, I'm very happy to have this opportunity to communicate with you.
Anyway, I'm very happy for this opportunity to be communicating with
We
you.
have the Jayapataka Swami e-care system.
We have Jayapataka Swami e-care system.
We're trying to keep track of all the disciples and help them in their spiritual life.
Where we are trying to keep a track of all the disciples and help them in their spiritual lives.
We're very grateful for the help that the JSS Jayapataka Sisha Samu is giving.
I'm very grateful to the help JSS Jayapataka Swami Sishya Samu is giving.
And I see that many devotees attend my classes.
And I see that many devotees attend my classes.
So, in various ways, we're trying to help the devotees
Various ways we are trying to help the devotees
and keep them in touch.
and keep them in touch.
If you need any help or have any question, you can send it via the Jayapataka Swami e-care system.
If you need any help or you have any questions, you can send to Jayapataka Swami e-care.
And if it's an ordinary question, and they send you what I've answered previously,
And if that is an ordinary question, they can send you an answer which I have sent previously.
something unique, and then they send it to me.
And if there is something unique, they may send it to me.
I hope that all of you take out Krishna consciousness very blissfully,
So I hope that every one of you take Krishna consciousness very blissfully.
and in this way you can be Krishna conscious and come back to Krishna.
In that way, you can be Krishna conscious and go back home, back to Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, you well-wisher always, Jayapataka Swami.
Your well-wisher always, Jayapataka Swami.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.